Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the winner bracket finals. The winner of this gets into the finals of the biggest 2v2 tournament of all time. Will win a minimum of $3,000. The favorites in the bottom left, we have Spirit and MaxPax. And at top right, we have Young Yakov and Jumi. Cool story here that I want to highlight quickly is that MaxPax, this is actually the most, these guys had the most opposite runs to where they are possible. So MaxPax and Spirit won all but one of the monthlies that they played. They won 3 in a row, including the show match. And then Spirit played with another Protoss and won as well. And then they only lost in the last monthly. So they have been rank 1 and 2 in standings the entire circuit, right? And just looked virtually unbeatable. Jumi and Yakov didn't actually qualify in points. They won the last chance qualifier, okay? Literally, the GOATs of the circuit and the team that made it to the last chance qualifier are now standing in the winner bracket finals playing each other. That is epic. That really is an epic storyline. David against Goliath. Oh, Max actually went for the double block here. And Jumi's gonna go... Okay. Jumi went for the second gate, but it was a late second gate, I believe. Like, slightly late. So maybe he didn't want to. Or maybe I'm just wrong. Could also be. So, I have a lot of first-hand info on Jumi and Yakov because I played against them as Terran Protoss in this tournament. Overall, they played very cheesy. It didn't feel... Oh, oh, dude, for a second I thought it was the other team's Overlord. I was tripping a little bit there. They don't have Zerg, Mark, relax. They didn't feel like they had to cheese. Like, their macro game was fine, but they were still cheesy. So they played this build, I think, once in the first game, which was just a Link Flood plus Stalkers really fast. Really nothing too revolutionary. That's pretty much just what they did. And then the other games, they played a slightly delayed Blink All-In plus Link Flood with +1 upgrades. Those were their 2 main strategies. So I would expect aggression no matter what here. So we're gonna get the confirmation if... Oh, it's... Huh. What was that? I hope he didn't accidentally not build that. He might have, actually. I'm not sure. What I expect from Young Yakov is to just make links with this inject. Jumi is just going to be making Stalkers. It's going to be hard to defend. Like, really, this is a weakness of Terran Protoss when you play against Protoss Zerg, is that their all-ins are super hard to stop. Like, as a Terran, you can make Hellions to be good against the Lings, but you're horrible against the Stalkers. Or you could make tanks that are good against the Stalkers, but they're bad against the Lings. There's no real good build that you can do. Bunker with Reactor First Marines is another option, but then you can definitely get overwhelmed. I don't know what they scouted this with, but I guess they saw that there were no workers. Oh, so gonna lose a couple links. Save the links? Okay, there you go. Yeah, how many links is it gonna be? It's not that many Zerglings yet. There's no tank out yet. Yeah, this is gonna be close. They wanna bust the bunker. Or actually, they could kill the pylon too, by the way. Because that's all the batteries. But the tank is gonna be out. The tank cannot walk too much. Yeah, okay, exactly. Oh, I thought he was gonna siege it on the high ground. He actually sieges it lower. Oh, I'm afraid for this. The tank is very fast, guys. He's gonna be able to target the banelings, I think. Ooh. I think he wants the pylon. It could be either. I'm really not quite sure. He should really split those banelings to the max. Okay, good split there so far. There we go. Target fire. He's gonna walk... exactly. Target the pylon here by Jumi. He's gonna get the tank first, which is very sensible. Oh, that stasis ward! No way! The stasis ward clutch! Oh my goodness, that tank was gonna die. No. That is messed up, dude. Oh, the stasis ward actually... I don't even know... Was it like here or something? Probably. Yeah, that stasis ward saved them. I would say with that stasis ward, they have now officially defended and are in a massively winning spot here. Yeah, MaxPax Spirit doing what MaxPax and Spirit do, guys. It looks tough, but never tough enough for them, apparently. Now, Jumi is going for a very understandable Twilight Council follow-up. The reason why he's doing that is because he knows they didn't do enough damage to be able to transition to the macro game and win. So he's either gonna try and just blink in the main, or he's gonna try to go for DTs. It's 2 options, you know. That's really just it. Yeah, indeed. Perfect positioning on the bunker. Stasis Ward was excellently positioned as well. Void Ray was not even really necessary, honestly. Spirit going for a third CC behind it. He was doing this off of 1 gas, by the way, which is pretty crazy. How did he get 3 tanks out on 1 gas? Is that legal? I think we need someone to look into this. That's crazy. Yeah, it has to be DTs. If he's gonna expand, then no, it's actually Blink. Okay. I mean, if they win this game, I'm predicting a 3-0 for them. Okay, I'll say that much. I'll predict a 4-0 for them in a best of 5 if they win this one. Don't think it's gonna happen. And it sucks for them, because this kind of build, I say it from experience. If you do this build in game 1 of a series, it's really a big momentum shift. Like, you want to win that first game, your opponent's going to be annoyed because they just got cheesed, you feel good about it, you just won yourself a map in a very easy way, and it just feels great. If you do this cheese and it gets held this easily, you kind of start questioning yourself, like, was I just stupid for trying this strat and throwing away a game? Like, it's definitely a big momentum shift, you know? It really depends on who wins that first game. If you go for a cheese, it's always, yeah, the outcome matters a lot. Even more than normal. Unless it's a very close game, then it doesn't matter as much. But if you get shut down or you just crush the guy, it's, yeah, it's big. I mean, really, it's, if they win this game, I don't know what kind of miracle even needs to happen. I think Max is about to, he has 23 more probes. Okay. He has an Oracle, a Void Ray, Blink, I think, is about the same time, and he's gonna overtake him in Stalker count soon. Spirit is about to have 1-1 in like a minute or so with Mass Marine Tank. Jako's gonna make roaches, which are... I mean, he's been extremely greedy behind this, right? He didn't make any extra units. He has 60 workers. Okay. Sniping a tank. Ooh, Blink just finished. Or, sorry, Stim just finished, I guess. Otherwise, he would have used it before. Yeah, that's a painful timing for Jumi. Stalker count just got halved, pretty much. Yeah, it's tough, guys. Can't put it any other way. Well, actually, let's see. No, yeah, I figured. I was gonna say DTs might have been a better option, but if you're that far ahead, honestly, you just build a turret. Like, you can decide not to, but it's like, you know, it's kind of crazy. He's gonna blink in the stasis. He's gonna blink in the mineral light. Yeah. I knew it. What he wanted to do was blink in the mineral line, kill probes, and recall. That was the play. I just knew it was gonna happen. He's gonna have to recall these instantly. And he's still gonna lose, like, a couple. Does he have a recall? Yeah, he does have a recall. Okay. Now. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna lose quite a lot still. Was it? Oh, I think 5. 4 or 5. Maxback's in the chat. Not the real one, by the way, guys. Don't worry about it. Would be very funny if it was. And he would also get banned from the tournament. So that there's also that. But it would be funny. Yeah, Spirit attacking with 1-1. I mean, his supply is the same as the guy playing Roach. He doesn't have combat shields yet, but it's gonna finish in like 5 seconds, and then they're just gonna get cooked. Maxpax is moving across. I think Spirit is probably about to win this game by himself. Maxpax is gonna blink in the Nexus, or on top of the Nexus, I would imagine, or the hatchery. It doesn't really matter what he does. Exactly, there he goes. And painfully enough, this is a very, very, very one-sided game, number 1, for Maxpax and Spirit. And what I want to emphasize here is that from an analysis POV, they should not be too sad about this loss, because they went for a cheese. And with this kind of cheese, very often it is just the case that you win hard, like you win right away, you kill them instantly, or it looks absolutely hopeless. But it feels like crap. Like, if your stuff gets owned that hard, it really does feel like crap. So it really depends on their mindset. I don't think it matters that much. They still have all the chance in the world, but their mindset might be different. All right, in the top right, the blue team, we have Young Yakov and Jumi. Playing on an, in my opinion, pretty good map for them. Arctic Flowers, pretty good map for Zerg. Very big, very open. And then bottom left, we have Spirit and Showtime. Or sorry, Spirit and Maxpax, the favorites of the tournament. Currently 1-0 up in this winner bracket final. What do I expect from this game? I actually think that these guys are going to do the other strategy that I was talking about. So you had the super aggressive strategy, and then you had like the expansion, and then 6-gate blink strategy. I think we're gonna see that one. I wouldn't mind seeing... Oh, where are you going? Oh, okay, yeah, you wanted to make one more drone. Yeah, that makes sense. That's the standard. Okay. I would not like it if we saw another 2-gate from Jumi. I think if he opens 2-gate, that would just put him in a tough spot, to be honest. I would... Ooh. Okay. Ooh, he might be going for 2-gate after all. Yeah, I mean... Like, it's tough. Like, if you're gonna go for the same strategy, but you get absolutely destroyed the first time... Wait, he wants to fake it, I think, right? Yeah, I think he's trying to fake. Look. He sent the probe down here to pretend, pretty much. Or maybe he just wanted to... Oh, no, actually, it kind of looks like he's just 1-gate reacting. Normally the pylon's on the high ground, so that confused me a little bit. Yeah, no, it should have been. Yeah, look, he's gonna get... Okay, he just made a build mistake then. Sucks for him. It's not the worst, though. Very slight supply block on the probe. Not going to be too bad. Okay, Spirit going for the 1-base factory. Which, is that what he did last game? I think it probably is, because he plays that a lot. He sees a Zealot building, which is completely normal. They're just blocking each other's bases. Okay. Where are some players streaming right now? Ah, Young Yakov and Jumi are streaming, and... Yeah, probably not Spirit or MaxFax, right? Oh, you can watch them as well. That would be quite cool. If you guys want to check that out, I think it's @4Jumi, and Young Yakov is probably just Young Yakov on Twitch, if I had to guess. Okay. Oh, wait, he was... Ah, right. You can't fully block when you play against Protoss Terran. He was blocking Spirit's base, which is kind of funny. Okay. So the base is a little bit delayed. What is the tech going to be? I'm going to stick true to my prediction. I think it's going to be Twilight, 4-gate blink, basically. 6-gate blink, sorry. With +1 links. I think that's the strategy they're going to do. I don't know how good it's going to be against this team, because MaxFax doesn't often play Mass Phoenix anymore. MaxFax is more likely to play Oracle into Blink. If you play the Mass Link Stalker strategy, you would way rather play against Mass Phoenix, and then I would even go to the point where I would say that then you pretty much win for free. If someone plays Mass Phoenix and you play that build, if you don't mess up the execution, you should probably win. It's like... It's not entirely blind, actually. I think you can probably scout and react with, like, the second Phoenix, right? The second hallucinated Phoenix, I mean. But it's incredibly hard to stop anyway. And yeah, we haven't seen proxy DTs for a while, huh? What happened to those? Where's the proxy DTs at? There's 2 Hellions out here. He's not doing the proxy starport build this time, I believe. No, he is indeed not. I think he's gonna run by with these 4, though. I don't think it's going to be that effective, to be honest, yeah. There's not even... Oh. Adepts into the main. Those could be very effective, though. Yeah, these Hellions didn't do too much, but these Adepts... Oh, warping! 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 No. Did he just warp it into the natural? Oh, he didn't see! Jumi, not like this! He can't be losing workers for nothing, my friend. Okay, he's not going to lose that many in the end. He gets, like, a nice surround. Have you seen BCs a single time? I don't think we have, no. Wait... How did it Oh, I guess it was low enough HP. Okay, Oracle has 2 kills as well. It's a good early game for Team Red, guys. I cannot lie about it. MaxFax is up by 8 workers against Jumi. And he has 2 Oracles as well. Now, he is down in Blink. It does seem like the strategy is happening. We see 3-gate Blink. We see +1 melee on the links as well. It's a bit harder to do all-ins when you had a tough early game, because it's harder to afford. But like you can see, we're indeed gonna go for that strategy. We need a proxy pylon. Oh, I think they saw it. No. They saw the pylon. I think. Or... I mean, why did he kill it, actually? It's Oracles. He could have just killed the thing. Huh. Okay. Like, the thing is, guys, if they find this, I think this attack might be stopped very, very early. And that is very problematic. I mean, there are links, right? The links are going to be able to keep this safe. I like that he's hiding the probe over here. That's nice. You guys will be able to make a gateway. And then he's... Yo, cancel something so you can make a gateway, brother. Oh, he's going to make another... Please? Okay. That could have been scary. If he lost that probe without building the gateway, that would have been pretty scary. Okay, so it is this build, but they're indeed not playing against Phoenixes. Spirit is playing the classic Marine tank. And MaxFax is playing the classic Oracle into Stargate. Now we're gonna see. It's basically... It's not 100% all-in, like Yakov has 50 workers, for example. But you really do want to do a significant amount of damage. So far, the Stalker count is not quite there yet for Jumi. Oh, dude, for a second I thought I heard Spirit loading up a medevac, but it was the bunker. I was like, are you freaking crazy, bro? That would have been insane. Okay, they're gonna go for it. I wonder where the blinks are gonna happen. Oh, that's not a good blink, Juby. That was a horrible blink, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to be too critical, but I have no idea what that was. That seemed like a bit of a nervous blink over there. If he wanted to blink, he should have blinked on top of the tank, really. I mean, he is microing pretty well now, but it looks like this push is not gonna have the power that they needed to have already. Now, like I said, it's not completely all in. Like, there's a forge here, of course. MaxPax is ahead versus MaxPax in upgrades. He has a third Nexus over here, but I do think they wanted to do a little more than there, especially from the Zerg side, because did those links really do anything? I'm not quite sure. Oh, they did kill an Oracle, by the way. I'm not quite sure when it happened, but they did kill an Oracle. Now, he still does have a lot of Stalkers here. Okay, there we go. Oh, they can't go for it anymore. Do not blink on the tank. There's Stim. Oh, and the Stasis Ward. That Stasis Ward actually kind of saved those Stalkers. Kind of funny, but... yeah, oh, that was not the time. That was not the time to blink forward anymore. If you see Combat Shields is finished, guys, you can pretty much assume that Stim is finished as well. Okay? It is not... ugh. At least he didn't have 1-1 yet. Yeah, I mean, they're literally just disappearing instantly. The supplies are looking quite bad for Team Blue here, guys. Quite bad. And yeah, look. Spirit gets ahead, instantly builds a turret. This is the anti-Jumi turret right here. He's like, yep, I'm not gonna die to that crap. Yeah, it's looking rough, guys. They had these prepared all-ins, but it's kind of making me question whether they should have done the exact same build that they did against us in the last series. If Max and Spirit would have watched anything, and in fact, they, even without studying, they probably watched the last series because it was before their match. So maybe really not the best decision to go for the exact same build series twice in a row. That's all I'm gonna say. They did just... oh no, that recall is gonna hurt. Oh, yeah, that's... okay. Bit of an awkward blink forward by MaxPax, to be fair. They did just snipe Spirit's third base, by the way, so Spirit's eco is gonna be quite bad. But I feel like this push is just gonna be doing too much damage here, right? Young Yakov's eco is insane, but he doesn't quite have the Hydra Bane online yet. If he had the Hydra Bane already, I think this would have been holdable. Like, Zerg tends to be pretty good on defense in these long maps because the reinforcements take so long. But yeah, are they really gonna break this position efficiently? I don't think they are. Yeah, and Blinkstalkers are doing the best, but they can only do so much. There's a couple of slow zealots walking over here. Oh, they walk into the Stasis Ward instead. I think he's gonna try to get on top of the tanks, but the thing is, if you put tanks this close, you can just stim Marines over here. Oh, he unsieged them! Okay, I mean, questionable move, to be honest. He could have just killed those links with his Marines, but I guess it's gonna do the trick anyway, right? Like, the armor is just not gonna get stopped. Keep in mind, Spirit does have 1-1 with this attack, so he's gonna be extremely strong against the Zerg units. And this is a really devastating start, guys. They tried their two cheeses. They failed pretty miserably with both of them. This game, I would say the execution was probably a little bit off on the blue side. The last game, it wasn't really off. It was just... it just got defended. Like, Spirit and MaxPax knew their builds. They knew what to do against it. They got their bunkers in time. You could tell that they were also, you know, already putting buildings over here to block the surface area and stuff, and they're just going to have to do something else. Either they come up with different cheeses, or they play the macro game, which they can totally do. But for now, they're going to need to win 3 in a row. Okay, a disastrous start so far for the team in the bottom left. It is Young Yakov and Jumi. And at top right, they're having a fantastically easy time so far, and I'm sure they don't mind. It is MaxPax and Spirit. Fun fact, I think it was actually quite possible that Spirit could have gotten eliminated from the tournament in their group stage, by the way. Like, their group, Group B, was incredibly close, so... and now he's here. 1 game away from the grand finals, where he will win a minimum of 3k, shared with MaxPax, of course. Now, I really just want to see something cool. What I want to see... I don't even care if they win the series right now. What I want is for them to give me some hope. You know? I want a strategy that just looks cool. It feels like they're playing freely. Just anything like that, you know? They could go for a freaking Roach all-in with Stalkers or a Hydra timing. Like, it doesn't even matter. I just want to see that they're open to new strategies, because that is a very good sign that they're still mentally in it. Keep in mind, even if they get hopelessly 3-0'd in this match, they can still win the tournament via the losers bracket, you know? Also, so many people have asked about the teams, how the teams partnered up. I feel like some of you have asked it like 5 times already. I'm sure that Alexei Stukov, I've told you like twice already. And maybe some others as well. So, the rules are also just on Wikipedia, you know, just saying, guys. It's like 2 lines that you can read right there that explain the rules. You explained the chat? Thank you, bro. Is it going to be better than your shout out to Matcherino earlier? That's what I'm curious about. Okay. Spirit is, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Who paid me the most? The top Matcherino donors got the best picks, you know. Spirit went for the gas first again, which is what he always does. Jumi is playing completely standard on this map. Went for a Nexus first. Max Pax also Nexus first. Oh, Max Pax seems to be going for a double Stargate play. Okay, this is actually going to create a little bit of opening here. Because so far the build that has been unbeatable is Oracle into Blink plus 3cc Bio, basically. But this, with the third gas, looks like it's going to be double Stargate Phoenix. And if he's going to go Phoenixes, then it's not the build that they have been losing to. So that means that there's opportunity. There is the second Stargate indeed. Spirit's going to go for the 4 Hellions. Not a proxy starport this time. Just like last game. Oh. Yeah. I think they're aware. I think they will know the build. If this is fake, that would be cool. It's not going to be fake. It would have been actually pretty smart to fake that, so they would think it's gateway units building, you know? Okay. Hellions are going to get into the base. Oh, he does have a force field available. Ow. Cover your eyes, guys. It's, okay, they're not going to lose that much. It was suboptimal force fields. I can definitely feel... a couple of jitters from Jumi, okay? Jumi has been very strong in the tournament so far, both in the group stage and the playoffs. In this series in particular, he's playing a little nervous. He's definitely playing a little nervous. Very understandable. I also get very nervous myself. A bit unfortunate to see. Hopefully, if they can like win a game, he could relax a bit more, and then they can go all out, and that would be good. Now, let's see. It is going to be pure Phoenix play. Third Stargate going down already by Max Pax. It's pretty hard to play against the Phoenixes, but ooh, you gotta keep the units in position here, my friends. They didn't expect more Hellions after he sacrificed a couple. That's what happened here. Okay. Good micro by Young Yakov, actually. Really minimizing damage with very little units here. Evolution Chamber. Double Evolution Chamber, maybe. Not quite. Okay, Jumi shows up to help. Quite late, to be honest. Maybe he was waiting for an Oracle or so. Queen does fall to the Phoenixes, which is painful because they're going to need those. Look at the worker count real quick. It's only 36 for Young Yakov, but he does have the gold base, so it's okay. Not that bad yet. Double bunker. Ooh, looked like he was scared for a second. You guys saw that? Yeah, the Phoenixes are going to pop off here, guys. It's 3 Stargate Phoenix. We have not seen... Well, the lair's not done yet. We could see a Spire. I don't think Young Yakov is a Mass Corruptor kind of guy, though. Mass Corruptor is the style that has been making this style look not viable. If you don't play Mass Corruptor, it's still really good, though. So, I guess we'll see. He did just make 6 gases. I see a lot of workers that are going to die. Okay, so he's going to go for the Spire. Okay, like to see it. I mean, they are taking a lot of damage from the Phoenixes already, though. Like, it's really not the best start so far. Okay. So, pretty much what the plan here should be from Jumi Yakov is... Yakov makes Corruptors, like, just... That's it, okay? Yakov just makes Corruptors, and then Jumi can just make a good enough army against the Marine tank of Spirit. Which... It could be Storm, but since... With Storm, you're a bit more vulnerable to Phoenix, because Phoenix can roam around and pick up the Templar quite easy, if the Corruptors ever miss them. I think Colossus Charge would be the best option. Colossus Charge Corruptor is the... look at this. Okay, loving it. That is the ideal composition against this. I kind of feel like they could have denied the Phoenix damage a little better, though. Like, they're really taking a lot of freaking damage from this so far. And that's gonna be... yeah, I would say it's quite meaningful for sure. I always say this about Zerg. but Zerg in 2v2, their biggest strength is that you can just be super ultra hyper greedy, okay? You can make 80 drones, assuming your teammate helps you and your opponents do a non-super aggressive build. You can make 80 drones, and then you can just make the unit you want. That's where Zerg is really strong. He already has had to rebuild like 20 of those, so now he's only at 65 instead of 85 what he would have been. Now he's gonna go for Banelings. I don't like it entirely because I do think the best way to do this is literally just to have Jumi deal with the ground army. Jumi seems to be in a pretty good spot against Spirit, by the way. Let's see. It's 6 gates, second Robo on the way. Okay, I mean, it's looking promising. Like, I know they've taken a lot of damage from the Phoenixes, but I am not kidding that I think that this style that they're playing right now, it's actually become a bit outdated against Zerg because of the Corruptor. It's not like it's a free win, like you're still gonna have to fight for it, but really, it's quite promising. I'm mostly afraid that they might die to the first push of Spirit if Jumi is not ready. It really shouldn't happen, though. Hey, I'm actually... Jumi, okay. Like, isn't that way more... Actually, no, it's kind of even. It looked like it was way more Phoenixes than Stalkers to me. Maybe Maxpax Phoenixes are just bigger, and that's why everyone is scary of that. Or scared of playing against them. Okay. Cool transition here, by the way, for Maxpax. He knows that going carriers is stupid against Corruptors. So he's going to go with Mothership Void Ray with the Void Ray upgrade. Actually, he went to... Oh, no. I thought I saw the Void Ray upgrade. I guess he only made the Phoenix range upgrade. You know what? A lot of Protoss players think that the Void Ray upgrade makes them worse because it just makes the Void Rays faster and they just fly out in front of your army instead of staying with them. And if you're playing mass Void Rays, you're probably playing like either High Templars or carriers with them, so your army is slow. So it kind of makes sense, actually. Okay, we have Corruptor, Colossus, the composition that has deleted the Skytoss play from the 2v2 cups. But Maxpax is switching it up. So we have Maxpax with the switch up into Void Rays. We have Jumi, who's going into really mass Colossus, double Robo Colossus with good upgrades. And Yongyako himself was also transitioning. He's going to go for the Hive, which is really good because of the Vipers. He made a couple of Infestors as well. I think I would like to see him move out with the Corruptors a little bit. Maybe to try and snipe something. I know it's a bit scary at times. Maxpax disagrees, by the way, with the speed being worse because he is going to get it. Okay, Spirit is actually going full Spirit right now. Ghost, Drilling Claws, just mass command center. This is the most Spirit Maxpax game that you could have. Now, let me take a look here. This base is very attackable, by the way. And that, I know that's usually where they like to attack, so that could be promising. Jumi is going to go for Storm. I guess the reason he's going for that is because the other team hasn't really attacked yet, so that makes sense. There is something over here. Oh, it's an overset that was pinged, probably because of the Nidus threat. Okay. He could have maybe blinked on this and tried to kill that command center. I guess he was afraid of the Void Rays. It is 8 Void Rays already, so that's pretty... Oh, Jumi! Not again with the blinks. Okay, it doesn't lose that much in the end. Wasted Time Warp. Hey, that's pretty good, actually. If it wasn't for the Time Warp, that would be, like, kind of rough, but not that big of a deal. Wasting a Time Warp... Like, Time Warp is so good, it actually feels nice to waste it. It's legit an extremely powerful ability. Okay. Spirit, when a head slow down. That's actually him. Yes, that's actually him. Ultralisk Cavern for Yongyakov. Yeah. Ooh. I don't know about the Ultra Cavern. Ultra Cavern is really good against Phoenix into Carrier because Carriers don't kill them very fast and Phoenixes can't hit them at all because they're massive. But against the composition that Maxpax has, you really just win with Vipers. Oh, those snipes hurt the Kratos a little bit. Like, Viper's own Void Ray is really, really, really hard. Infestor, Viper, Corruptor is quite literally all he needs, and then Jumi can deal with the ground army. That's pretty much what they need to do. And yeah, he's making Banix now. He's going for the Ultra Den. Well, okay. The Banix could really help against the Ghost. That is true. But I still don't really feel like it was necessary to go for that. Spirit with a little annoying drop in the top left side. Jumi is supply block, so all he could do was warp in 2 Zealots, which looks kind of funny. There you go. Jumi is here by himself, which is scary. EMPs on the Templars. Yo, Fungals, Fungals, Fungals. No, that'll do. That would have been so many Void Rays. Oh, man. He had... Dude, Fungal Storm on Void Rays would have actually destroyed them. Holy. That was did he lose the Templars too? I think he did, right? Yeah, he lost like 4 of those Templars. Ouch. I mean, this is a fight they can't take, but they don't see that. The moment the tanks hit, they probably... Oh, they're gonna go for it. Okay. Fungals? There we go. Massive Fungals, not a Parabombs. Look at this. Parabombs, I think, went in. I don't... Like, yeah, the Parabombs are indeed there. And this army is getting wiped off the map. The Colossus are here. The turret was actually popping off. The Colossus are so good against the Bio. The Banelings are gonna get through. And I'm saying it, guys. The Skytle style is deleted from 2v2. I really think it is. It's just... Like, this was... Void Rays, it even feels a little desperate against Zerg spellcasters, but we already saw what happens if you go for carriers, you know? I do think that carriers here would have been a playable choice because Spirit went for the mass ghost early. But yeah, I mean, look at what MaxPax has. MaxPax has... He built, like, the most expensive army, and they just get deleted from the game by, like... I mean, to be fair, let's be honest, the Fungals were disgusting, okay? Those are not your average Fungals. But still. Now he's making Ultras. I actually kind of like the Ultras now because the Void Rays have died. Yeah, it's really annoying for Spirit to play here. Spirit is maxed, but he can't really move out against the Colossus. You guys are right that they are giving them a little bit of time. Like, MaxPax was on 95 supply. Now he's already up to 130. Jumi's blinking forward. Okay, the Jumi blinks, they're not quite it this series yet. The decision making is fine. The build was good. The blinks themselves, could be better, I think. There's Fungals from downtown here, guys. Are we gonna see one? This guy's a Fungal. Oh, that's a big Fungal too. Look at that. Yeah, the Corruptors are getting in. Good snipes on the Corruptors. You can see the Corruptor count dropping. Here's the Parasitic Bomb. Oh, that was a Disruptor shot. I didn't even see that, dude. Disruptor shot absolutely popped off. You could see someone pinged it. I bet it was probably Jumi that was pinging the Disruptor shot. Now, the Corruptors are going to have pretty much free reign here. Ultra was doing good against the Ghost until they got time to snipe. And now I think... pretty much what they need to do is they wait for Yakov's units. Jumi gets one more warp in, and then I think they can go in for the kill. It's not a necessity because having this area is good enough. Look at the income here. Way better for Team Blue. But... yeah, I mean, 6 Ultras are going to finish. Jumi gets one more warp in, and I think they can just go straight to the middle. Like, that's the thing with Skytles. Because the Corruptors are here, they just don't have the value at all you would normally expect. Yakov with another really good snipe here. He's going to definitely be able to... He doesn't have Adrenal Glands, right? Oh, he does have Adrenal Glands, okay. Maybe I was too used to the freaking Omega links from Elaser in the last series that with the +3 super fast against the units before armor upgrades were out. No, they still killed it pretty fast. Okay. The Spirit is still maxed, but... Yeah, these games can feel a little bit sad if you're Spirit, because even if he has his army, he can't go on the map. This, by the way, if you guys are curious, this is the main reason why I don't like playing Ghost that much in 2v2, is because you can't move out anymore. If you ever get surrounded, your Ghost can't snipe. If you take damage, snipe gets cancelled. So Fungal, Storm, whatever, you just can't go out on the map with them. So even now, he's the one with probably the most expensive army in the game. Yeah, slightly above Young Yakov. And way bigger than MaxPax. He can't really do anything with it. Jumi with another Jumi blink. Okay, what are those blinks, man? That was... This is a... What are those blinks? This fight was disgusting. Like, it still looks like it's good enough, but... What are those? Like, legitimately. That's, like... Listen, guys. You had the patience blinks at some point, which just means that you always blink forward, okay? Into disruptors, no matter what. What he just did is he didn't just, like, blink in a bad time and misclick. He blinked and blocked the entire army of his teammate, gets everything EMP'd and sniped. Oh, that is tough. I still think Team Blue is winning this game, even after that, but Jumi has to stop with those, man. Oh, man. Yo, these Fungals are gonna pop off super hard, by the way. Let's see. Okay, split them, go in, Fungal. That is so many Corruptors. Good time warp. Mothership is gonna die very fast. Oh, good storm on the Ghost there. That's going to help out a lot. Jumi or Yakov should not retreat here, I think. There's one more storm left. There's not enough anti-air, so they can just go for it now. The Corruptors are going to kill the carriers. The Lings are going to come in. The Fungals from downtown. Slightly late, but they're still going to get the job done. And recall is going to have to happen. And now they should be able to deny this base. And then I think they're going to be good. I mean, Jumi doesn't have... Well, he still has 12 Stalkers, so he can still do another Jumi Blink, but... Oh, God. If they lost that game because of those blinks, that's never been freaking crazy, man. He did it like 2 or 3 times in the same fight too, right? Like, it's actually a little bit of insanity here. Let's see. Yeah, the right base is pretty well defended. I guess he got tired of Ling run by, so it's not going to happen again. Young Yakov is very, very powerful. But he does pretty much only have Corruptors here, so he can't do anything against the ground army of Spirit and the High Templars as well, of course. This base is going to get denied again. Did they keep upgrading? Not on the Lynx. He has insane upgrades on air, by the way. So that does make a lot of sense. He is going to catch a couple storms here, I think. He doesn't even care. Yeah. This is Skytles 2v2 against Zerg in a nutshell, what you guys just saw. Okay? He doesn't even care. Literally, the Corruptors were already red. He still flies through them, still kills every single unit. I'm telling you guys, the era of Skytles and 2v2 is freaking over, man. And I love it. I freaking love that that's the case. GG is called, and Jumi and Young Yakov are officially on the board. And I would say that the takeaway from this game is pretty clear. First of all, I really don't think that MaxPax is going to play this style again. At least not in this best of 5, potentially not in for the rest of the tournament, right? Because it's just... It can only be so obvious. For me, it took 2 games to learn it with Shameless. For them, I think it's only going to take 1. But yeah, I think it's a really good confidence booster for Jumi and Yakov. I hope that Jumi, at least that's how I'm experiencing his play right now, I hope he loses the jitters a little bit. Because it feels like he's like not just the blinks, he's mismicroing a lot, he's kind of misclinking and stuff. And it really just... It feels like nerves and jitters, and I think a win like this hopefully calms him down a little bit, then he gets stronger. Maybe they're going to be more confident to play the macro game as well. Fantastic game for them, and we have a game number 4. Okay, the team that is still on match point, Team Red. In the bottom right, we have Spirit and MaxPax. And in top left, they are now officially on the scoreboard with a dub. It is Jumi and Young Yakov. Now, I do want to add, I said that MaxPax probably wasn't going to play that stuff anymore. This is usually the map where they do it. I still think he's not going to do it just because it's just not as good anymore, but this is the map where I almost always see it. It was also... yeah, Showtime and Trigger also played it on this map. Also didn't work. It's been one of my most enjoyable things of the circuit so far, just watching carriers get destroyed, honestly. It's... You know, I already didn't... Let me tell you guys this. I didn't like the unit already. Because carriers are like one of those super low-scale A-move units that's very hard to deal with, right? And then one time... Oh, it's another Nexus First by Jumi, by the way. That's a good switch-up. I like seeing that. And then I was watching my girlfriend play. She was in Silver League at the time. And she was playing really well. It was a big green map. I forgot what it was called. And she had like 9 bases against 2. But she didn't manage to kill the guy because he was just sitting on like mass cannon shield battery. And the guy maxed out on carriers in 2 bases. And there was literally nothing she could do against it with her micro. Like, she would max out on Thors and Vikings, on turrets. Like, there was just nothing she could do. And I thought, like, it legit hurt me watching it. I was way more annoyed than she was. I was like, this is, like, the dumbest shit ever. Like, if I was new to a game and that happens to me, like, I'm out, you know? So, I am really getting a lot of joy from watching carriers get destroyed. It's a delight. It really is a delight. That's also why I always tell you guys, if you have it in you, do not play Skytles, because it's not fun. There's other ways you can win in a disgusting fashion where it's not as oppressively annoying. So don't do Skytles, kids. Ooh, that's annoying. When your teammate doesn't help you with this, it's tough. Oh, you went for a Reaper this time. Okay. Reaper, Expand, Stargate. Nothing too crazy so far. Oh, it's 2 Reapers. Yeah, double gas? I'm not paying attention. You just made 2 Reapers from a 1 gas? Huh. That's a build from like 2014. Interesting. I mean, I was saying it's bad, it's just it's ancient. Okay. Yeah, on this side, we don't see anything special here. Jumi going for the 2 gates after the Nexus, which is what you have to do. Battery against the incoming Oracle. And now the 2 Reapers are going to get a little bit of damage done. The problem with this is against Zerg is you can't really get damage done with 2 Reapers, really. Battery here now is looking really clutch all of a sudden. Look at that battery. Queen should be able to get that red HP Reaper. Actually, he's not moving the Queen, unfortunately, so it's going to do a little more damage than they would have hoped. That Reaper is still going to survive on 1 HP. Now it is going to fall. Another battery going over here. Make sure to kill one of these Adepts so they don't one-shot the probes anymore. Link speed actually finished, so that's going to be quite nice. This Reaper should die as well. Let's see, is it going to die? It is going to die. Okay, how many workers did they lose? Not that many, I think, but they did lose a couple. And it's mostly just very annoying for them. Now, there's 2 queens over here. There is a... Oh, he's going to go for another drone. It's actually sick how much damage the Spore Crawler makes. 1 Spore, and it's so hard to get drone kills. Now the Spore was late, and they killed 3. Okay, good start for Team Red for sure. Getting quite a few worker kills. Oracle at home defending these links as well. Gonna see... Oh, I thought he was gonna scout the 3rd. Apparently not. Now, I do worry a bit, since MaxPax is not gonna play that same style again. They're not gonna have as comfortable as a game. So what are they gonna do to win this game from the blue side? Well, we are, if we're being honest, we already know what MaxPax and Spirit are gonna do, right? They're gonna play Oracle into Blink, 3cc Bio, and they're gonna outplay the guys and win at some point. At least that's the plan. From Team Blue, we don't actually know yet. Now, there's also no Spore here. Ooh, this could be painful, guys. You don't want to be losing drones. Ah, he's gonna lose a good couple. Probably all 3 if I had to guess. Actually, it doesn't quite get the target fire that one, so that's okay. No Blink finish yet, but it's enough Stalkers to be able to deal with that. Worker count for Young Yakov is 42, which is really not that bad. I mean, could be worse. But it is a 3cc Spirit that they're going up against, so that is a little rough. Now, one very important thing on this map is this area of the rocks, okay? When you play this map, everything about this map feels easily defendable. It's a macro map. You can play mech and skytos. But you do have this area. The thing that makes this area tough, because you could think maybe you just put 1 siege tank here, right? What tends to happen is that at some point you're going to take this base. It's like a 4th base, right? Then the army can be over here. You have to siege your units on this side. And then they can just walk back to the rocks. And you can't really go back and forth that fast. So it becomes pretty hard to defend that area. A good positioning here by Jumi. Barely not going to kill that Oracle because MaxPax reacts in time. Oh... We're gonna have Mutas, I think, guys. Yeah, okay, I like that. That is good. That is... It's scary against Phoenix, but I think Mutas in 2v2 are actually quite good. In fact, they could feed, okay? The feeding timing for Muta is later than what you would do for Phoenix, for example. So after 5 minutes, and now it's 6:14, you can... That's a really good spot, by the way. You can feed the Zerg to go mass Mutas. Oh, they actually scanned. Yeah, they wanted to see. Let's see. Is it going to be Phoenix from MaxPax, or will you just continue making Blink Stalkers? That is the question. Now, Mutas can be really good against these drops as well. This is going to be a very important next minute. I think MaxPax is going to try to blink over. What are the unit count right now? It's... Oh, Jumi does not have that many Stalkers. There are 30 links. Okay, drop is going to hit over here. Yeah, he really needs Jumi. Where's Jumi going? Okay, Jumi... Oh, yeah, he's going to blink inside. Yeah, Jumi needed to be a little bit faster here, guys. This could be a very crucial base denial. It's also a very annoying stasis ward going down there. Let's see if they can... Oh, this is nice. No, that stasis ward actually gets the freaking links. Oh, he's gonna get that though. Yeah, okay. Pretty decent cleanup, but they did lose the 3rd base. Okay, gotta be careful with those Mutas, of course. I'm not sure if I like... I mean, the tank wasn't doing anything anymore, so I don't think he had to go for that, but... Okay. Jakov's base is now finishing. His income is going to go back to decent, but he's not going to have the 5th and 6th gas. Jumi... Oh no, it's actually... MaxPax is going for DT Shrine. Jumi is going for Colossus. I mean, it's totally still a winnable game, but when you play Mutas, it really feels... You want to snowball the game, you know? You want to fly here with your Mutas and then there, and you want to have them chasing you. MaxPax is not going to go for Phoenixes, probably because he's traumatized from the last game, understandably so. But yeah, okay. The Mutas are gonna go across now. Jumi has the right army to deal with this, but they do need to do it together. There's a turret over there, and there's not actually quite that many Mutas. I mean, you can kill a couple SCVs, but that really is about it. Jumi has not sent his army over yet, so it's gonna be quite late. I guess maybe the Crypt Tumor... No, the Crypt Tumor should have seen that, so it was just a late reaction, unfortunately. And yeah, I mean, with Yakov on such a small economy, I think Jumi is going to have to do a lot of work. Admittedly, he is on double Robo already making Colossus. Max, who most people, or a lot of people consider the best Protoss player in the world, just tried to force field on top of a Colossus. So now you all know that stuff happens to everyone. That's pleasant for some people, so there you go. Okay, I mean, this actually looks pretty decent. Like, this counterattack is strong. Jumi can't... Oh, that's what happened. He recalled everything, and then... I was gonna say, he can totally handle the front. 2 Medivacs going down to the Mutas. Banings need to arrive here ASAP. He goes for the Oracle. Decent choice, I think, but he really needs Jumi. He needs the Colossus to be back down here. I kind of thought Jumi would be holding this ramp, but then he recalled everything pretty much to try and hold the drop, which was a little painful. This does look like a rough fight for them, but the stasis wards are there in the back always to help them out. Okay, here's the thing. Spirit's army really sucks against Jumi's army because he's playing without Marauders. But Maxpax can blink on the Colossus as well. Let's see. Micro... Ooh. Not the best micro there from Jumi. Does lose a Colossus, and the Colossus he's definitely gonna need. Well, he's doing something somewhere else. What's going on here? He can't lose another Colossus like that. He barely doesn't. He had no idea how to control that Disruptor, but to be honest, I also didn't know where he was supposed to shoot that, so... that looked very confusing to my brain. These Mutas just have to go somewhere else, I think. Oh, Spirit is gonna go for it. Oh man, if he had that... This army would be so bad if he had, like, 2 more Colossus alive. It would be so much better. Like, really, I'm not kidding. This army, if you play pure Marine tank, it is so bad against Colossus. Really, really, really bad. But he lost 2 out of 3 Colossus, which is incredibly painful. There's a DT over here. That does get dealt with eventually. I guess that's probably where he was looking with that DT. There's another DT slicing over at this base. Mutas are doing a really good job on the counterattack. Should probably be killing the entire army over here, I think. Could easily kill all of that. The tank, the medevac, the marines, everything. Now, Jumi does have 2 Colossus, but he's gonna... No, he's walking into the Stalkers this time. Oh, the nerves are really getting to him, guys. We have seen a lot of misclicks and mismicros by Jumi already this time. His main base is now getting absolutely obliterated by this. He has to send units back, which he can't really afford to do. He's sending the Disruptor that might get blinked on. I mean, there are links there, so who knows? I mean, the Mutas are really doing a fantastic job on the counterattack, but this army has to be dealt with somehow. And I don't know if it's gonna happen, like, ever. He recalls the Stalkers, which is actually alright for Team Blue, I think. Because then they're not gonna do more damage. They're... oh, wait, this base actually never mind again. Yeah, he's completely out of money. GG is called. Maxax and Spirit absolutely outplayed them in the final game. And they are the first team in the grand finals of the 2025 uThermal 2v2 circuit. They win at least $3,000. Later today, they're going to play for the grand prize of $4,500. And now it's time for the losers bracket finals.